Hello, everyone. This is episode number 9 of the Gillian and Jen Aniston notebooks. 2 notebooks, but now 9 episodes of this limited series. I encourage binge watching of the whole series. Number 8 is especially amusing towards the end. And there are other highlights that you have to see. You can't miss any of it. Now, Jen Aniston, I feel like I've made major steps, leaps and bounds with you. And I have proposed marriage to you, which is a long-running thing that I've been doing for years. I've been doing this, trying to get you to meet me and tell me yes or no about marriage. And I have a bid at marriage, and I'll delineate the reasons and ways I have a bid at marriage. I think I have 8 reasons that I have a bid at marriage, Jennifer Aniston. Reason number 1, I'm attractive. I look cute. I've got a good look. I've got a unique look. I look like a director, a little director. I'm little in some ways in kind of my vibe, but I'm tall, 6'5". And I feel as though I'm attractive, so that puts me in your league in that way. The cute director type, things of that nature. Number 2, I am a songwriter beyond the normal greatness of the great stars. I can beat Paul McCartney and Bob Dylan and Elton John, I feel. Now, I can't beat them yet because they won't even hear my songs or give me a nod or contact me at all. But I have the potential to establish myself in music in a way that puts me up with the Beatles and Bob Dylan. Because I've got some really gritty songs, I've got some clever line songs, I've got some real deal songs, a lot of real deal songs, a lot of major musical moment songs even. So I'm like, they say the 70s was the greatest era of music. Well, I'm like the 70s in 2024, or there's other comparisons. I'm like when Ed Sheeran came out with the A-Team. I knew, here's a guy to watch. Here's a guy with a good ear for melody, and he's got the lyrics where they need to be. Here's a guy, Ed Sheeran. He's good. He's one of my inspirations. So I'm going up against all these greats, and I'm good. And I'll defend that, just like the Smashing Pumpkins, Billy Corgan. He says he'll fight to the death to defend his musical integrity. I'm similar to that because I really believe in how good I am, and I've worked hard to get here. I do hear my songs. I know they're good. And I've been saturated and inundated with good music because I've sniffed it all out and I have it on repeat on my computer. Now, the third reason I can marry Jen Aniston is my romantic game. So I feel like ever since the beginning when I was messaging her, I feel like I've had really good game with her, really romantic, sweet things, exciting things, powerful love type things, and really striking a new path and cutting into the palisade with my romance. And I've been strong. That's a line from one of my songs. I've been strong, or not strong romantic. I've been very sensitive, very incredible, very desirable, very romantic. And well, my love is strong for the woman, and I speak forth poetry to the woman. So I'm like a poetry type person that will speak a poem as a poet to a woman, like ye old glory days of Shakespeare, like ye old romantic trysts and things of that nature. So that was my third reason. My fourth and I've consistently been romantic, and then I did. Now, do I lump this in, or is this another reason? This is another reason, which I'll do now. Fourth reason, I did a proclamation about Jen Aniston, and at the time I was messaging 30 or 40 celebrities, and I pasted in that message. Every celebrity got that message about nothing can touch me and Jen Aniston forever. And I said, we'll be the hottest couple in Hollywood and all this stuff. I went on and on. It's a solid chunk, a declaration, a manifesto. That is what I was doing. I was doing that, and I had been romantic with other women, but this one struck home the most, or this was the most most heartfelt one, the deepest cut, like that song, the first cut is the deepest. This was the best I had. This is the best I could do. The best choice that I can make. That's number 4, the paragraph that everyone read. So they expect us to get married already, so it won't be a big surprise. Now, or is that the 5th reason? The 5th reason is you're hot in designer clothes. So I feel like you're hot in your Chanel clothes and in your menswear looks and in all your clothes, and your lack of clothes is hot. And I think that I've seen a lot of magazine shoots with you. You always capture my attention from the camera, and you always show off your style, your grace, your great personality, your incredible sense of humor, and it all comes through in your pictures. You have interesting pictures. Your designer clothes are out of this world, incredible. So that's the 5th reason that you should marry me, because I appreciate that more than the normal person, or I really cherish and treasure that, or it drives me insane. Now, the 6th reason that Jennifer Aniston should marry me is the reason of convenience and strategy. I feel like Jennifer Aniston and me, it's convenient for us to get married because I'm making such a stir. I am really blazing a trail. That's what I say on my website, blazing a trail day after day. I'm in the biggest fish in my pond, and I'm blazing a trail, and I need to convenience and strategy. I need to get an upgrade. I need to get a boost, a big break in my career, and get onto a plateau. I feel like in Zelda, you leave the plateau as your first quest. I'm trying to get onto a plateau that's a spacious place for me to have connections and influence and work on my 5 careers. So that is the convenience. The strategy is I'm so good in music and I have so many songs. Now I will not lose my way. Oh, I hate this. I might have lost my way. And I'll have to get the ranger to take me to my car. This is frustrating. I parked in the wrong spot. This Big Meadows, don't come here. It's a maze. It's a maze. Now, strategy is I'm so good, I have to pair up with the right partner or I'll be ripped off. So I feel like Jen Aniston and me would be a power couple. I'd instantly gain a lot of respect and I'd get all the clout and power that I desired so that I can run my 5 careers and excel and be a good steward and do well and do good stuff, do humanitarian things. You want me rich, guys. You want someone like me to be rich, guaranteed. So me and Jen Aniston, that's the convenience and the strategy. It's a safe move, it's the smartest move, but there's benefits beyond safe, smartest move. Number 6. The 6th reason Jen Aniston and me should get married is, let's see here. Friends, the morning show, let's see, song. I have a song for Jen Aniston that I have made, and it is a really cool song. It's catchy, great chorus, great melody, and I won't leak the title of it. I think Jen knows what the title is, but it's a great song that I could perform on a morning show, on an evening interview show with Jen Aniston there, and I can hold her hand and perform it to her, but I have to play my guitar, so I'll just look at her while I perform. I love those scenes in the morning show, the birthday where the girls are dancing and he comes out of the cake, and the scene where Jen Aniston sings with, is it Billy Crudup or some Broadway song? I love that. I envision I'd do something like that. I'd entrance and rock the room, rock the Twilight Zone, and I'd be there with Jen Aniston and all the cameras and lights, and I'm not intimidated. I think it's incredible. So that's number 6, the song. It links us, it binds us together. It makes us into a thing very conveniently, and the fans will love it. The fans will really like it. Now let's see here. The 7th reason Jen Aniston and I should get married is, let's see, I've worked so hard. Let's see, video games are cool. Cartoons are cool. Let's see here. Movies are cool, like watching movies. The 7th reason that Jen Aniston and me should get married is movies. We both like movies. So we can sit in a home theater room would be the best, with a major big screen and those comfy movie theater seats. I want a mansion that has that inside of it. A movie room, a theater room. And I feel like I need Jen Aniston sitting beside me so that I can pay attention to the movie. I struggle with attention span issues. I'll walk out of a movie at the theater. I'll pay $11. I'll pay $11 or $11.50 and I'll get my ticket. I'll go in there. It's even a good movie. Now I started having more attention span stuff because with Star Wars, one of the new releases, I sat there, I had to use the restroom, I didn't leave the theater because I had to see the whole Star Wars new movie. So Jen Aniston, you and me need to go to these premieres and really be movie watchers. I'd like to be a book reader and a movie watcher and really improve my life because I struggle. So you can help me in those ways, and I feel there's help. I feel you sitting there would help me. I'd have to sit there and watch it, so we'd talk about it afterwards. And so I feel like we both like movies is the 7th reason to marry Jennifer Aniston. Now, the 8th reason is because I am a leader that values all ages. I value all ages. I've talked to Yara Shahidi about how I wanted to be with her, married to her, but I'll marry Jen Aniston. I do feel, and I do know. But I said would train the Gen Z people, because the Gen Z people are not being trained properly. They're not being instructed and trained. They have flaws. I won't get into the flaws because me and Yara will write lists of flaws, and I'll develop my curriculum to train the Gen Z and train the young millennials. I think the older millennials and the Gen Xers are not that good. I think they're kind of rotten. I don't think that they have but my premise is I value all people. Okay, that's my beef with those ages. I don't think they like me, and it really is a pain. They're evil. They're bad towards me, and I don't like it. Let me get back to that. That was my beef. That was my gripe with those people. But here, let me get back. I value all ages. So even in the Gen X and the millennials, the older ones, they have qualities. They have redeeming qualities. They have potential. They all have potential. Even if you're one of these groups that I'm disgruntled about, you have a core goodness. You have a potential. You can imagine the good ways to see things, the good things to say. And you can do that. And the Proverbs is full of advice about they contrast righteousness and wickedness. And righteousness in the Proverbs is the ultimate thing, the coolest thing. And it's over and over in there. And then the wickedness, on the other hand, is condemned, and they hate that. And it's just so, it describes wickedness, and I see it all around me. And okay, so I value all ages. Is that the 7th or 8th? I'll do. This is partially that attention span thing, and this is a short-term memory thing. I don't remember if I'm on 7 or 8. So I'm kind of like Dory in that way, at least in this moment. So let's see. I'll just assume that was 7 and go to 8. I'll go to 8. I hope this phone picks up the audio with the wind. The wind is bad. The 8th reason I should marry Jen Aniston is because let me expound on value all ages. I value all ages. Excuse me. I had a point and I forgot. I value all ages. And let's see, the ages, qualities, the qualities of the ages, writers. I don't enjoy that writers get very little recognition, and they get very little anything. Now, writers, you're now the deadly loose cannons that'll make me a star, because I'm helping writers. Now listen, writers don't get paid enough money. That movie would not exist without the writers. And the movie would be bad without the writers. And they just celebrate the glossy star that memorized the writer's lines. That writer wrote the lines. George R.R. Martin wrote the Game of Thrones. And he's up on stage with them, but I think he doesn't get the honor and respect and stardom that he deserves. I envision star writers to be writers that are stars. Now, extras. I love the extras, but I love actors that really have worked hard. And there's lots of actors that don't get a big role. So Jen Aniston and I would like to potentially give more roles to lesser actors if they have shown their diligence and if they have any talent at all. So I feel like these waitresses and waiters and convenience store, superstore employees that are actors. I think there's a bright pathway. There's a bright future for someone who works hard. And I can't give roles to all of the actors, but I can give roles to some and have that as my policy to let them have a chance. I really feel like that. So that was the end of the seventh. Now the 8th reason Jen Aniston and I should get married is gotta think. Jen Aniston and my wife, me, her husband. Let's see here. I'm trying to think. Am I parked down there? I'll walk down there. This is a maze, it really is. The 8th reason is awards. I really feel like I deserve awards. My music deserves Grammys, Emmys, Tonys, and Oscars. I'm sorry, but I've made songs so memorable and the melodies are so catchy that I feel like I should be winning, sweeping the award circuit, winning an Emmy, winning a Tony, winning a Grammy and Oscar. Oscar for best song, Emmy for one of my shows now I need a good co-writer, right, to help me. And Millie Bobby Brown, I thought she could have some ideas and input into my Rabid Rats show and help to develop the plot with me. And Stephen King and I'm trying to write a movie with him. And so that would be an Emmy. A Tony is because the Julia song sounds like a Broadway song. If you've heard the Julia song, it's about Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and I really go all out. It's my best vocal, most magical performance of all my songs. And it is a sight to behold, a sight to listen to. I think a Broadway show could come forth maybe about my life, maybe just based on one of my songs would develop a show based around one of my songs, or they'd hire me to write more songs for a show that's based around one of my songs. So I can do that. I can write more songs. So you're looking at a Lin-Manuel Miranda here. You're looking at someone that has the potential. I've really checked every box. So Jen Aniston, the 8th reason is the awards. I love you, Jen Aniston. I need you so bad. I crave you, and I may never crave you hard enough. And what you represent to me is a safe, spacious place where you're really sharp and you make good conversation so that we can figure out the good endeavors and the good moves, the real deal moves. And I'll never get over you. I'll never not want you or not need you. And this has been said in many forms. I'm not being as eloquent right now, but Jen Aniston, you're for me. You are homegrown, custom made for me. And I love you. I love what you've done with your life. I love the roles that you've had. I see more roles for you and me. I see a movie for you and me. I see that we'll be a feared power couple in Hollywood, and we'll be really the good kind of people that fight the corruption. So we got to fight the corruption and stand strong and be the people that the peacemakers and the strong, brilliant, creative people. I know there's a plan that has deep admiration and respect for me. A plan that really helps boost me and give me the freedom to pursue all 5 of my careers at my leisure and when I have time. I won't work insanely too hard is my basic thing. I kind of don't work too hard now, actually. So I made an entire song today, but I had written the lyrics another day, and it came out well. Here's my car. So I did find my way back. This is a 24-minute video. I'm excited. So those posts are not flukes. Let's get married. This concludes the Gillian and Jen Aniston Notebook, episode 9. Peace.